Where are you? Oh, there you are. Sorry I haven't come to visit in a while, Grandma. But I brought you some things. I couldn't remember which one you preferred, so I brought both just to play it safe. Also, I brought that smoke, Grandma. Sorry, Grandma. All right. Now that we're all settled, where to begin? Well, I'm 22 now, which is insane because now I'm realizing that I spent more time alive without you in my life. Anyway, I have a girlfriend now. We've been dating for more than 2 years, which is crazy, but it's also amazing. I wish you could have met her. I think you would really like her. She's a picky eater, though, so hopefully she doesn't lose points there. Mom loves her. And speaking of Mom, she's doing good. I don't know when the last time you heard from her was, but she's good. She recently taught me how to make egg rolls. She gave me a B+ on my first attempt. I think you would have been a lot harsher on me. I wonder what grade you would have given me. Man, if you saw me rolling those things, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. I've been helping her clean out the house because she's moving soon. To Florida, actually. I couldn't be more happy for her. She really deserves it. I'm gonna miss her though, but I'll be moving soon too, not too long after her, so I think that makes it easier. I just gotta figure some things out first, like where I'm going to move to, but once that's settled, I'll be on my way. It's scary though. Becoming an adult, I mean. I didn't think there would be so much I'd have to figure out. Like, I just learned how to do my taxes. I know that I'm doing them right, but I'm still afraid I'm gonna fuck them up somehow. Especially if I ever own a house or a business or whatever else you have to claim on taxes. Like, what if I forget to enter in something or I just mess it up and enter it in wrong? And that leads to the IRS busting down my door and arresting me on sight. Irrational fear, I know, Grandma. The IRS doesn't even arrest people, do they? Do they? Doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is more and more responsibility is coming my way, and I'm scared shitless. I know I'm not alone in this feeling, but I just hope it gets easier. Maybe I shouldn't be so anxious about all this. I mean, you did so much so that your kids could have a better life, and then your kids did the same thing for me and my cousins. Like, you came over from Vietnam during the war with 3 kids, started a new life, and then had more kids. That's a lot of responsibility. Did I ever tell you that you're a badass, Grandma? You are. Okay, stay with me, Grandma. This is still on my mind. Why am I so afraid of the IRS? How the family works for them. Maybe it's not so much about the IRS itself. Maybe it's about falling into the family business. Like, I don't mean no disrespect, Grandma. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they wanted to work at the IRS. Who does? They just did it out of necessity. for their kids, including me. I just feel like if I didn't follow my dreams and I just ended up in one of 100 identical looking cubicles, I'd be letting my mom down. I want to show her that all those years that she spent dealing with shitty coworkers and bosses so that I could have a better life and she could provide for me were worth it. I know I'm putting too much pressure on myself. Mom loves me no matter what, but I just want to repay her for everything she's done for me. I miss you, Grandma. So, which one do you prefer? The orange or the grapefruit? I'm partial to oranges, but I remember you eating grapefruits all the time. But last time I came to visit you, I brought you oranges. Or did you eat oranges all the time? Last time I came to visit you, I brought you grapefruit. It's getting harder to remember things about you. Like your voice. To be honest with you, I don't know what it sounds like anymore. I've cleaned the other things though. Like, I remember you having me walk across your back for massages. It was always fun trying to balance. It made me feel like a tightrope walker. I remember me and all of my cousins sitting in a big circle around you, and you'd feed us pork and eggs, one spoonful at a time. The memory I've held closest, though. We were sitting on the couch in the basement, and we were watching some movie, and we were eating clam chowder. You ate the clams, and I ate the chowder. That's all it was. Nothing profound was said or done. It was just two loved ones sharing a meal. I may not remember the sound of your voice, but I remember your presence. The love I could feel by just being in the same room as you. I don't think I'll ever forget that about you. Oh, look, the little Buddha you gave me when I was born, I wear it all the time. It makes me feel connected to you and to the whole family, to our heritage. I actually made a friend because of it. Yeah. He's this older Vietnamese gentleman that works at a gas station down the street from my apartment. I was there one day a couple months back, and he saw my necklace. He came up to me and he's like, "You must have very nice Asian people in your life." So I told him about you and how you gave it to me. And then he started telling me about his life. Oh, I must mention, he got so excited to learn I was part Vietnamese. He was actually kind of sweet. But anyways, he was telling me about his life and how he hadn't been back to Saigon since the war ended. That kind of surprised me. I had to ask him why. And he just said, "Because this is my home." You know, over the last few years, I felt somewhat disconnected from those cultural roots. I had this odd feeling that held me back from celebrating my ancestry. I was afraid that if I told people I was Vietnamese, that they wouldn't believe me. Because I know I don't look the part, and that's okay, don't get me wrong. It's just, I didn't want that part of me to be rejected. I know that might sound silly, I can't quite fully explain it. But something about that interaction gave me this sense of acceptance that I think I needed. Thank you, Grandma, for letting me rant to you. I guess you had no choice. But I know if you were here, you would have let me. I love you. Mom loves you. All of your kids and grandkids love you. Hey, Mom. I know I just shared a lot with you right now, but I don't want you to worry about me. I know I've got a lot of things to figure out, and I'm sure there'll always be something new to pile on top of that, but I realize that's normal. Everybody's got their own shit they gotta figure it out, and that never really ends. I guess that's the way life goes.